Hi everybody, Grant Neil here, and this week I'm going to take you through one of my recent lessons. You may recognise this young fellow from our pro shop, Jack Mayton, and I'm going to show you how I helped him to improve some of his ball flights. So he was struggling with big pushes out to the right and then also big hooks to the left. So this is how we identified that and looked at the things that were causing it and then what we did to change that. So as I roll it on through, I'll show you first of all just how it moves. You will see that ball start out to the right on this one. And that's kind of a very similar shot to what Jack says has been happening out on the golf course. So the reason for this is basically his club path is beginning to travel a little bit too much out to the right, which is producing, if he gets the club face square to that or a bit to the right, it's going to push it out. And if he gets that club face moving too far to the left of it, it's going to hook way left of the target. So what we want to try and do is try and move his club path of feeling like it's moving more that way, mainly just to straighten it out or square it up. Now, why this is difficult for Jack is because when he gets to this position, his hands move very far behind him. And if we look at, let's say when his arm gets parallel, we draw a line there, you'll see that his hands are kind of over, especially that left glove over his knee, which means from there, the only way the club can move is out to the right. If you can see that through, I know it's difficult on the camera, but you can see that golf club moving in that direction through here. So I then explained to Jack what was happening, how his club was moving. I showed him on the video, and then now we get down to work as to how to fix that. So we've set up a couple of alignment sticks. One is kind of for where I want his feet to be setting up. And this one over here is where I want his club to feel like it's traveling. So instead of swinging out to the right, we're trying to feel like it's almost going to cut across the golf ball to begin to try and, if possible, maybe move the ball more from left to right in the air. So what you will notice is that the swing isn't going to look massively different, but really here, this point here, we try and get it to roughly where it's kind of parallel. You'll see that those hands are kind of now out in front of his body there, ahead of his knees. So then from this position, it can now work more that way through the impact area, resulting in that ball coming out straighter and then also staying. And you can see it on the video there how straight that ball flight was. So that tells us that his club path was much squarer and his face also matched up to that. And that's why we were able to significantly improve the ball flight. And again, it's hard to really see for the eye the difference in these hands, but we can tell the difference because of the ball flight. The ball will tell us everything that we need to know. Even though Jack felt like he changed a lot and was making massive movements, in reality it wasn't that much, but it did have significant effects. So maybe you're struggling with your club path and club face relationship. Hopefully what we spoke about today may give you a little bit of an insight into how you can go about changing and correcting that.